Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble, 365 Turn. Welcome to my channel. I really appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you will love this vibe. And everything you need to know about me is in the description below. This new past, present, or future. You or someone around you. So take the resonates and leave the rest for someone else. This is a general read. This is not a personal read. If you like a personal read, check out the description below. And I'll be happy to assist you with doing so. Remember that tarot is a tool. It is not the final rule. And it is a good idea to have an empty cup when you are on Lady Noble Shauna. You really want to see what's up. Today we're talking to the zodiac sign of Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and placement in your chart. Okay? The justice sign. The ruler of relationships. Venusian energy. 7th house. Okay? As well as bringing justice. Okay? Bringing balance into situations. Libras can be very charming, very fair, sincere. Okay? Sometimes mistakenly identified as being indecisive. But you know what I say about the Libra? They are someone who takes their time to see all sides of the coin. You know, they're not quickly to rush to judgment or opinions without hearing or doing the research of finding the whole story. Okay? All right, they're not indecisive. They're just taking their time to make sure they make the right choice. But other than that, I hope you all are happy, safe, and doing wonderful. Libra. Because Libra needs to know for the highest good at this time. All the welcome on the show. Our contributions are highly appreciated as well. Okay. All right. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Let me gather myself here. Libra, you are in the energy of working on manifesting or either critiquing some kind of leadership role with the Emperor here, Libra. You're either working on a leadership position in your community, on your job, in a family, friend group. Maybe you have, you're part of some kind of organization. Maybe you are being chosen to be the treasurer or the leader, or you could be a supervisor or a manager, or maybe this could be how people see you. Libra, there is someone who is observing. They are witnessing your glow up. They're witnessing the progress in your life. They are witnessing and observing your leadership abilities and qualities. So much so, they're very fascinating. This could be someone who has known you your entire life. This could be a family member. This could be a friend. But this is someone who has also observed you before you became established in your leadership qualities. This could be someone from your childhood. This could be a sibling, a cousin, a best friend. This is someone who has also observed you going through hardships. And so now that you have worked on progressing yourself, Libra, they are in observation. And as you see, this Emperor here is holding this chess piece in their hand, very confidently so. But this person is in observation of your leadership qualities because they are shocked. They are very amazed, Libra, at all that you have overcome. Okay? Excuse me. So they're so amazed, they're like having to take a second look. They're like, wait a minute, let me get a second look here. Wait, is this really Libra? Is this really Libra? Let me get a second look here, okay? And every time they get a second look, this person could, you could have a platform on social media, or you may not. You may be very popular or well-known in your community. You could be world-renowned. You could be a celebrity as well. This person is so shocked at what they are seeing and witnessing, Libra. If you do have a platform on social media, they could be checking social media, maybe looking for old profiles of you, maybe just looking in comparison who you used to be versus who you are now, observing and also speaking about the changes you have made in your life. I'm speaking to a Libra that has done a lot of progressing, a lot of changing, a lot of upgrading, doing a lot of positive things about themselves. You're in a whole new energy, a whole new vibration. And so they're very shocked. But every time they look and they check, whether it's through gossip, looking for things on social media, because just about everyone is on social media, even the small children, okay? Everyone has a page. Even the dogs and the cats have pages now. But either way, every time they research and they look, even if it's through conversation, just asking people about you, do they know you? What do they know about you? They find nothing. They find not what they're looking for. So maybe this person have known you when you were living out of your shadow side, when you were at a low vibrational state of being, and you're not who you used to be when they last saw you. Okay, and so every time they look, or have a conversation about you, they're finding nothing, meaning they're not finding anything negative about you. Okay, this could also be someone who has maybe slandered your character, possibly in the recent or maybe in the past. Okay, and now they're having to explain, what do you mean? Libra's not that way. What do you mean? He's not that way. She's not that way. Libra is a pretty cool person. What do you mean? So they're having to clear their lies. They have to unveil the truth, of the lies that they have told on you. They have to recant their story. There's the word. They have to recant their story, and people are looking at them weird. People are giving this person the fisheye. Okay. All right, so this person is like they have a determined nature to find something on you, something negative. You're doing wonderful. You're in a great vibration. You're working on progress. You've made a lot of changes in your life, and even you don't look like what you've been through. Okay. And so this could be someone who maybe had an opinion of you that you would never overcome, that you would never let go of the burdens that you have experienced in your life. They thought you would always be in that energy. They thought that you would always be weighed down, in a desperate situation, feeling lost, feeling broken, feeling lack, heartbroken, without, lonely, destitute. But instead, you are the reciprocal of all those things that I named. And so this person is in shock, and Spirit is saying many others as well. Okay. And so, no matter how much conversation that is said or spoken about you, doesn't matter how much gossip or slander anyone tries to project onto you, or hope and wish to see you in a bad state of being, Libra, you are continuing to balance yourself. You are staying the course. You are staying focused on yourself. You now know how to play the game. We all are at different stages in life, and we all are here to learn, okay? And we're supposed to be different, we're supposed to have different experiences. But before possibly Libra, you were possibly unaware of how to maintain your balance. Maybe you were someone who didn't have anyone around you to show you leadership qualities, or how to respect yourself, or how to work on your confidence, or how to be aware when it comes to getting to know people, different characteristics of personalities to be aware of. And so I'm picking up possibly where you were someone who you weren't able to converse, have a conversation, or you had no one to look up to or confide in. Okay. I'm also picking up you could possibly even have maybe siblings, relatives, even your parental figures were unable to give you guidance when it came to your self-worth and your development. But now it doesn't matter what your age is, you're much better. You're not where you used to be, and you're doing nothing but progressing forward. You've learned how to play the game, and you're winning. Confirmation. You've learned how to play the game, and you are winning, and you look wonderful doing it. And people are seeing it, not because you are showing off, not because you're holding resentment, because you're focused on you and you're doing what needs to be done. And so possibly, sometimes, it is, a karmic's or the karmic's karma to witness your glow up, to witness you being in a different phase of life that they thought you would never make it to. Enlightenment that always needs a witness to bear the situation. There's always a witness, and that is to inspire. We're supposed to be inspired by each other, not envy, not jealous, not wanting to sabotage. We're actually supposed to witness people become successful and, make changes in their life as far as progress. And we're supposed to be inspired. But often, the human mindset is most likely to become envious and jealous, even if they don't know the person. Which is within itself says that there's some kind of mental dysfunction going on when you are, envying anyone, because there's nothing that we cannot have, each and every one of us in this world. We are very smart people from what I have been observing. We're very wise and smart. Doesn't matter who you are. And anything that you want or you want to develop, it's possible and it is obtainable. You now know who the star player is. You recognize where your energy should go. You're not wasting your energy. You're not wasting your time, okay? You're being more wiser with how you delegate your affairs. I'm also picking up you're very private. You were private. You have been private, or you have been a loner all your life, but now you've become a loner and private. And maybe your friend circle, maybe you can count them on your hands. You have new friends, energy in your life, but maybe you have maybe a few you can count on your hands that you deal with. You understand that having a large circle of friends does not mean that you are fulfilled, because there are many people who are always constantly surrounded by people, but they feel lonely. You understand this. There are people who are married who feel very lonely. And so you recognize who the star player is, Libra, and that is you. And so you're bringing a lot of balance into your own life. With the wheel here, as I said, this person may have knew you when you were living out of your shadow side, but now you have been enlightened, and now you are co-creating. You're changing your salt into sugar. You're changing your pain into pleasure, okay? You're like the magician. You're making magic happen, and you're maintaining that balance. You see, she's on one foot there, and she's on one foot here. You're doing this consistently, and this is what is tripping people out. You've got people, because they've never seen you in this light before. They've never seen you being responsible, being independent. Maybe independent, but to the point where you have cut people off. They do not have access to you, I'm hearing, and you are being persistent with maintaining. And they are unable to interrupt what you have going on, because you are protected. You are surrounded with protection, okay, and with a whole lot of love, that is beyond their mental faculties. And a lot of people feel this. The longer you stay away from these karmics and you disassociate yourself with negative energy, it is increasing your aura, it is increasing your frequency. And people of the past, doesn't matter how long you have been separated from them, they feel this and they know this. And so you may feel negative energy, Libra, being projected on you, and you don't know what it is. You're like, what is this? I woke up feeling fine. Well, Spirit is saying, practice your spiritual hygiene, do some return to senders, do some cleansing. That is just people having you in thought. You're on their mind. You are on their mind. The people whom have mistreated you, the people whom have disregarded you, you're on their mind heavy. All the people who said you will become nothing, maybe witnessed you suffer, maybe laughed at you, mocked you, made fun of you. They are, thinking about you heavy. And some of them, I'm hearing majority, or some of them are wishing to have access to you, but they want to have access for the wrong reasons. These people are still who they are, and we cannot change people. We have to allow people to be who they are and let them learn on their own. We're not here to control them. And so you are giving them access or returning to their presence would only, inflict stagnation onto yourself. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to do that. But with this Eight of Wands energy, this is representing them thinking about you, and possibly many of them trying to project negative energy. But it's being returned back to them. Each and every time is being returned, because your vibration is too high. Your perception of life, of how you feel about people, places, and things has changed dramatically. I mean, just very widely different. The way you think, the way you take action, your approach on different situations, how you deal with people. If you are dating, how you go about dating, how you respect yourself. If you are a parent, how you go about parenting, You're a whole different person, and they see it, they know it, and they feel it. They feel it because the sun is shining on you and it's shining bright. See how large this glare is, this yellow is? When they hear your name, see you, or think of you, it's like a bold, bright glare flashes within their eyes, and they're told, back up. And so when they send that projection of negative energy towards you, that glare of sunshine comes to them. Back up. Frequency is too high. Return to sender. Okay? It bounces back, it returns right back to them. It doesn't matter who this is, whoever is projecting negative energy onto the Libra. Okay? It gets returned right back to them, and it's a large, bright glare that makes them want to turn away, and they can't stand it because it's too bright. Your vibration, your energy is too powerful. You're very powerful, and that's why possibly, you have experienced people trying to gang up or come up against you. And you're also very gifted. You're very gifted, and you are like a catalyst. Your gift is unexplainable. You are placed in different situations, and you attract a certain low vibrational frequency of people at different times of your life because you are a catalyst in their life. Not because you were naive, not because you were slow or stupid. It was meant for you to cross the paths of these people so you could become a catalyst in their life, to bring a spark, to make them go into reflection, to intrigue a perception or an idea of something that they need to work on personally. That's how powerful you are. That's how gifted you are. And that is just one of your gifts, Libra. You wear many, many hats. And so Spirit is saying for you to continue to focus on yourself and hold the light. Continue to hold your light because it's shining bright. Do not dim your light for anyone. Do not change who you are. You are here on a mission, and trust and know that no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Remember, because of your frequency, because you are being courageous and persistent in your growth, it will always return to sender. Okay? And Libra, you know what to do. You are justice. This concludes the read. I hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.